The most intense VFR traffic you'll face flying anywhere in the world.
All aircraft inbound to Oshkosh. Oshkosh is landing runway 36 and runway 27, pages 12 and 8 of the NOTAMs. Find an aircraft of similar speed and type and follow them half-mile trail. No over and unders, no side-by-sides, no S-turns. If you got to do any of those things, it's not going to work. Break it off, go back to ripping, follow an aircraft and follow them a half-mile trail.
All right, let's make it work.
Flying VFR to Oshkosh was an adventure. 95% of the work took place over the first third of the journey. Zan and I crashed at my grandparents' farmhouse near the airport, hoping for an early morning departure.
So what do you think we're doing today? We gonna fly?
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe.
A future episode will cover this trip in detail, but here's a super brief recap of what it took to get to the Fisk arrival into AirVenture 2015.
The waiting game, the adventure has begun.
I'll need a good beat to make this work. That'll do. Our early morning departure clearly wasn't going to happen, so we had a leisurely breakfast with Alden and his family. It was their aircraft we'd be flying, and they have a really cool system for pre-flight briefing at home.
This is what we did with our Saturday. Lots and lots of Friday. Oh, was it Friday? Yeah, feels like Saturday.
In favorable conditions, this whole trip could have been done in a few hours, but that definitely wasn't going to happen today. So we decided to scrub the flight, and Zan and I made the best of being stranded in Kincardine for another day. It was windy and rainy, but at least it wasn't too cold. The following morning was a lot nicer locally, but we knew there was going to be bad weather en route. My friend Martin was already there, and he'd gotten these photos of the storm that hit Oshkosh that morning, and that front was heading toward us. Alden's family owns this nice 172 RG, and we loaded this thing to max gross.
And that suitcase looks kind of big compared to the other stuff we'll shoot from this angle.
It's not very heavy though.
It's not very heavy. How much that weighs, Zan?
Just over 30 pounds.
You're doing proper weight and balance with an actual scale. We're not kidding around. Weigh that purse.
11.
You have an 11-pound purse?
We started out westbound, knowing we'd not likely make it the whole way. There were some big nasty systems moving eastward heading straight toward us. Our goal was to at least cross the border and clear customs, and then stop and evaluate the rest of the route for the day. The planned stop was St. Clair County International, and it seemed we weren't the only ones with that idea. This gaggle of RVs, also on the way to Oshkosh, started taxiing into a big empty hangar, and we had a feeling they knew more than we did about what was coming. So we snagged a spot in the hangar as well.
Go for lunch or something?
I guess so.
Let's go for lunch. She's safe from the storm.
It was clear almost everyone sitting on this patio was in the same boat. I distinctly remember this moment being the point when the urgency and stress about being stuck was gone. AirVenture isn't a destination, it's a state of mind, and we were definitely already there.
Hey, you mind opening the barbecue for me? I'll just get a shot of that.
2 hot dogs on there, though.
Well, that's something. That's better than nothing.
A group of us gathered around Alden's phone for a weather briefing.
Wind gusts to 60 knots, max out to 55,000. Yeah, just gotta watch that weather radar real closely to that. Anything else you get?
She's laughing at us. That's never good.
And then a really intense squall line passed over us.
You've been doing or just stills?
Video. This is going in the video, man. This is our story. I never know what I'm gonna get. I'm not going out there, so.
With that storm system passed and another one coming, there was a window and a few of us tried to make it to see how much further we could get.
Oshkosh or bust, I guess.
But ultimately it was a bust. These were tornado-warned storms. Having radar overlays on the iPad is really cool, but it's important to note this is not real time. Dennis gave me some great insight on this, check the description on that. But the bottom line is, we didn't want to get too close, so we stopped at one of our alternates, South Bend. We were hoping these ones would pass by quickly so we could sneak out behind them. But it quickly became apparent that that wasn't looking good. This was a massive, nasty system. And the evening was approaching, so it wasn't looking like we'd make Oshkosh anyway if we went out behind it, so we grabbed the courtesy car and went out for dinner. So obviously we were staying the night and it wasn't really planned, but the FBO had this comfy pilot lounge with these nice chairs, and that's where we slept. Don't tell anybody. The next morning was a little murky, but by the time we got past Chicago, it was a different day, and we knew we were going to finally make it to Oshkosh.
Could you get the ATIS for Oshkosh? I'll just figure out what that is.
Yep. Alright, Zan, so you're all eyes out there looking?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
We're currently 17 minutes from Ripon, 33 miles.
ATIS is 125.9. You want to follow along with the briefing, Zan?
Yeah.
Are you able to pull up the NOTAM?
VFR arrival to turn transponder to standby within 30 miles of Oshkosh.
A few things about flying into AirVenture. The NOTAM is huge. We'd studied it way in advance and chair flew the procedures. There's a specific hold that you can be given and it could last for a while. And you could even get turned away if there's no aircraft parking available. Your best bet is to show up early in the week. Now we were super excited, but you'll see there was way too much talking in the cockpit. We should have been eyes out and mouth closed, unless it was critical.
Runway 27 and 36 left and right in use. Pages 8 or 12 in the NOTAM. Monitor Oshkosh approach control frequency 120.7 for runway assignment and frequency.
Alright, we are like 35 miles away, so want to just go to standby now or what?
That sounds like a safe bet to me.
Yep.
Yep, go ahead and do it.
The transponder is on standby.
Do we listen to 120.7? That he said monitor that frequency.
That's affirmative.
Good turn. The two aircraft northeastbound along the railroad tracks.
Yeah, I was planning on switching to Fisk soon
maintain
anyway.
1,800 until turning the downwind. Monitor tower 118.5. Air Coop on the east-west road. Monitor tower 126.6. You guys are all welcome to Oshkosh. That's awesome. High wing landing line in the nose. Rock your wings.
Best controllers in the world. This is going to be awesome.
Yes, it is.
Turn your downwind inside the gravel pit. Maintain 1,800 until crossing final.
Couldn't ask for a better day.
118.5. Welcome to Oshkosh. Biplane over Fisk. Rock your wings. Biplane, good smoke. Do you have a preference on runways?
That's cool. Yeah, smoke.
Firewing, roger. Continue northeastbound along the railroad tracks. Maintain 1,800. Turning your downwind inside the gravel pit. Monitor tower 18.5. Enjoy the show. 18.5. Good job. Thanks. Maintain 1,800.
Okay, we got traffic right there.
Tower 118.5.
Dan, you see that?
Yeah.
18.5.
We're going to intersect, obviously, at Fisk, so get her down. You got it. Good, 90. Okay, he's coming right at us.
Yep.
I don't know if he sees us or not, but that's a little scary. Maybe follow in behind him. He looks faster.
Good rock.
Is there anybody under our wing?
Negative, you're good.
110, join that east-west road for left base runway 36.
So that could be our guy. Let's follow him.
Yeah, that's our guy.
Turn right,
He'll be fast, so keep up with him. Good times. Awesome.
Turn right heading 090, twin 090. Good turn, twin. Drop your gear, monitor tower 26.6, left base 36. Low wing air coop directly below you, continue northeastbound. Air coop over Fisk.
This is going to help us too because it'll make it easier for other planes to see two of us.
Flight of 8.
Yep.
Flight of 8. Roger, air coop flight of 8.
Slow down a bit, I guess. He's going fast there.
Yeah, he's a bit slow.
He's probably right at 90.
Flight of air coop.
Let's get the gear down.
Northeastbound. You can start your descent left base runway 36.
So he'll probably follow him.
Twin can get 27. Negative, there's a flight of 8 going to runway 27.
I got a wheel.
Fourth twin, second twin, rock your wings. Okay, also follow first twin, drop your gear, left base runway 36, monitor tower 26.6.
Jay,
Is there anyone behind us?
you got one behind us?
No, is there anyone behind us?
Good rock.
Yeah, Dan, watch out for traffic behind us, okay?
For left base runway 36, follow the twins, monitor tower 26.6. The yellow and the dark one are together. Can we stay together? Sorry, no, but you're going to have to split up. Low wing directly over Fisk, rock your wings.
Holy shit, that's cool. There's 4, 1, 2, 3, right?
The one that just
Okay.
rocked, turn right heading 090, follow east-west road. Left
So that's
base
legit. We picked a good spacing because that's what everyone's doing.
Light-colored RV, continue northeastbound. Light-colored RV.
He's awesome.
RVs that are going. Make sure you guys got a
Good flying, dude.
Good rock. Follow the Cessna in front of you. We'll continue northeastbound along the railroad tracks, right downwind inside the gravel pit.
You better slow down, we're gonna catch him.
1,800. Low wing directly over Fisk, rock your wings. Low wing, continue that right turn, heading 090, left base runway 36. Cessna's on the railroad tracks, monitor tower 118.5.
Slower than 90.
Low wing on the east-west, left base
Go 80.
36, tower.
How's our traffic behind us?
66, welcome to Oshkosh. Low wing directly over Fisk, rock your wings.
Far from us.
Yellow RV, continue northeastbound along the railroad tracks, right downwind runway 27 inside the gravel pit, maintain 1,800 until the downwind, monitor tower 118.5.
You got all your lights on?
Dark RV, good turn. Monitor tower 26-6, left base, start your descent.
Join us behind, but they're...
Red and white low wing, half mile southwest Fisk, rock your wing.
Way behind?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good rock, sir, turn heading 090, follow east-west road for left base runway 36.
Feels good to be established with no one close behind us. That's good.
Definitely.
Aircraft on the east-west road, monitor tower 26-6, welcome to Oshkosh. Okay, Kodiak, go ahead and turn right now, 090,
3 miles
east-west road for left base runway 36. Cherokee, mile southwest of Fisk, rock your wings. Cherokee, good rock. Check your gear down. Continue northeastbound along the railroad tracks for right down runway 27. Kodiak, monitor tower 126.6. All aircraft inbound to Oshkosh. Oshkosh is landing runway 36 and runway 27, pages 12 and 8 of the NOTAMs. Find an aircraft of similar speed and type and follow them half-mile trail. No over and unders, no side-by-sides, no S-turns. If you got to do any of those things, it's not going to work. Break it off, go back to ripping, follow an aircraft and follow them a half-mile trail.
All right, let's make it work. It's going to be a right-hand circuit for 27. Yeah.
Low wing, half mile southwest of Fisk, rock your wings.
There it is.
Low wing, good rock, turn heading 090, follow the east-west road, left base runway 36, start your descent. Beautiful turn, sir, welcome to Oshkosh, monitor tower 26-6. High wing, landing light in the nose, rock your wings. Half mile southwest of Fisk, good rock, sir, continue northeastbound along the railroad tracks for right downwind runway 27, maintain 1,800 till turning your downwind. Monitor tower 118.5, welcome to Oshkosh.
So he's sending us on the tracks. Yep.
And of course that's when the battery died on that camera, but honestly from this point forward it was pretty routine, so I wasn't completely gutted. And I did manage to capture a pretty awesome Oshkosh arrival. This is a few days later, and thanks to Bose, I got to ride in a T6 with the AeroShell team. It was pretty friggin' awesome.
2 green. 2 green, yeah.
The AeroShells, you're clear to land. The pits, where are you now?
Yellow and black pits landed at the ultralight area. Ultralight.
2 green.
It's, we'll see you later there. The Cessna might go around, Cessna. Just keep wrapping around tight. You're going to turn a close in, short approach, right base for runway 36 right. The skinny runway, land long, at or past that little building you'll see next to the runway there. High-speed taxi all the way to the end.
And if you haven't seen this full video, I got to do the aerobatic routine with these guys. It was amazing. Check the description for the link.
Low wing crossing your safe rocker wings. Pocket Silver Mustang, Warbird Island. Mustang, roger, enter right base, 2 mile right base for runway 36 left. Okay, 36 left, 2 mile right base, we'll call you on it. Going to the overhead. Coming to left.
You're good. Wow, that was awesome.
So with Sun and Fun coming up, I felt the need to release this one. I'm going to be at several sponsor booths at Sun and Fun, so check the Flight Chops Facebook page to see where I'll be when. There'll be free swag for anybody that finds me. Thanks again to all the Patreon supporters and definitely the sponsors. It's really cool how much stuff they're giving away each month. Last month, Zach won all this stuff, including the A20 headset from Bose. Next month, it's an iPad mini provided by iCloth Avionics. Visit flightchops.com to win, and keep your flight chops sharp.
Well, you go back and review it all and say, oh, this is going to go together nicely.
Well, I kind of already know the story now of this particular thing.
Yeah.
Is that
journey too.
This is just getting there and having to deal with storms, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.